Hi, I am Tushar Agarwal. I welcome all of you to today's session about the reading the news live. So it's 20th July 2024. Let's read the Economics Time. A prime news. Youngsters are roaming around the derivatives fire. Can they be reined in? Let's read synopsis. It is only one line. Young investors, including students, are losing enormous amounts of the money trying their hands on one of the toughest segment of the stock market. So two important thing in this is student and the important segment. So now the today's cult. Why I'm using the word cult? It shows what is pending around in the world and economy. So today's cult is all about the money. Everyone wants to earn the highest money they can ever. So everyone is trying some extra or you can say passive thing to earn the money. Activist thing is something what we are doing our job in our life, but everyone wants higher money, so they are trying something passive to earn that money. And how this stock market has become a new cult, because as you can see on the social media everywhere you will getting a second reel relating to the stock market, that how a person with rupees minimal say 10,000 is showing that I am able to convert it into 1 lakh or more. He is showing you how he is carrying doing this activities of trading. Mostly they show to use into the reel, but it is not a complete picture. So in the stock market there are two things. One is trading and one is investing. There is a one famous quote which says that it is very hard to lose money in stock market. Why I am saying this? Can't you read the news properly? It is saying that students are losing enormous number, but I am saying it is very hard to lose money in the stock market. Yes, this is the correct quote. I am saying this. I am not saying any wrong thing. But what you will find in this quote, that is very small written in long term. Yes, it is the truth. In long term it is very hard to lose money in the stock market. As you can check out the index of the Indian stock market. It is Nifty 50, which is composition of the top 50 stocks in the India, which was started was around 1000 but has domestically grown over the past few years to 24,500 today. So even if you have invested at any time during of your life, you will have grown only. It is very hard to lose, but it is known as investing. It is not any trading. So there is a huge difference between trading and investing. But why people prefer doing trading? Yes, people do prefer trading because of the instant money that they want to get from the stock market. What is instant money? It within one day, within 1 week, within very short term time period wants to grow more. This investing requires a patience and a long horizon to get this to the amount. But in trading they show you picture like in a very short period of time you can double your amount, you can triple your amount, you can do. So this students got into this scam, you can say scam, or got fascinated by this trading. They don't understand that mostly of the students do not understand the difference between the trading and the investment, but they got fascinated only by the trading, and this results in a heavy loss because no one knows what can be short term. I am saying that long term horizon of the stock market is always growth, but no one can predict the short horizon. Like what will happen today in the trading hours, what will happen tomorrow, no one can predict this. So in short term there are very ups and downs in the stock market. This is like this, but in the long horizon it is always like this. So usually those people who are new to stock market are get trapped over here. If you are buying over here there, you get see that it is moving down very drastically, and you will sell over here. So this will result in a huge losses. These they are termed known as operators, like the big sharks, you can say, which get the these, if these are the sharks of the ocean, these small traders are only fishes. Nemo, have you seen the movie Finding Nemo? These students are only the Nemo. These sharks are catching the small fishes Nemo here only in the short term, and these Nemo are making the losses, and all the money goes to the pocket of these sharks. So let's read out the full news. Here it is a prime news by the Economic Times. A few weeks ago, third-year BTech student made headlines. Ironically, it was not for the academic achievement, but due to the significant loss by trading in the future and option. These few guys, I'm telling you that these future and option may look lucrative to you, but you should be very careful while doing this future and option. It is a very loss making thing, though you will be seeing in the videos that the person is able to make a lot of money, but believe me, it has taken time for that person, or maybe his luck, you can say, luck works very 1% 100 people, but these future and option are the instrument for making a drastic losses. Again, let me explain you two things. One, there is a cash market, one there is FNO market. In cash market you can invest what you have. Like if you have 100 rupees, you can invest only 100 rupees for trade, but in FNO they give you that if you have having 100 rupees, you can invest up to 500. This is known as margin. So this attracts the students and the new beginners, but they don't know that it will keep drawing them down. This margin which is attracting them, this only will drawing them down. On 22, mostly like BTechs are from the science background or engineering background, who do not have the knowledge about the commerce and finance. So he might be attracted by watching the reels or the social media, and he might be starting his career with the FNO only. You should always start your career with the cash market only. On the 23rd, an Assam-based chartered accountant Roshan Agarwal posted on his X account that he filed a ITR return of his student who had zero income but incurred losses in the stock market of INR 26 lakh during a year. This wasn't one of the even the same student had booked FNO loss of INR 20 lakh previous year. So he is one of the chartered accountant who is filing the ITR of an BTech student. He is saying that his student of the BTech student have no other income. Like he is not earning anything in the professional. He might be still a student, but he is not earning. But he might be getting his refund from his father and family, and he has lost everything in the stock market. 26 lakhs, 20 lakhs. This is not a small amount. It is a CPC of a fresher. Double this amount is earned by a fresher in 2 years. So you can see he might be from a well-rich family, but you should see this and get conscious that the stock market is not a game for everyone. According to Agarwal is the CA, the student no income but borrowing money from the friends and family taking him interest, short-term loans and led. Oh no, I was saying he was from a well-financed family, but this is a big trap, guys. Borrowing the money from the friend and family and investing. The one principle in the stock market is you should never invest the money by borrowing. You should only invest the money what you have. Even if you are doing FNO, you should not buy from the other, then do the stock market. You should only do the what you have. This is a big trap, guys. Big trap which will draw you down. While the story garnered media attention, the social media platform X is repeated with a similar type of income tax return session. So the income tax return is just started. It is a post May when the EIS and EIS 26 EIS has read the ITR season will start. And what the chartered accountants who are filing the income tax has found that multiple people from though are not earning but still incurring losses in the, you have to report everything in the ITR return, so you cannot hide anything, because they will, if you are once in the stock market, the EIS TIS which I am talking are the forms of the income tax, and they will track everything related to that. The stock market broker will need to furnish their information to the SEBI and the platform, and which is collected by the income tax department, and they will generate a form like EIS. While Himang Singh, a senior from the they were more chartered accountant, Punjab, experience of filing the tax return, booked a fund despite he is also sharing their salary is 42 lakhs, but the loss in the FNA is 1.25 crores. What an instantly of the retailer losing all their money, and 100% of the FNO are losing in my personal experience. So see, he is saying that multiple ITRs they have filed, but in the personal experience he has stated that FNO only resulted in a loss. So don't get attracted or fascinated by the reels what they are showing on your social media platform that you can do. But you should not start by the very much big amount. You should start very small amount or minimal amount that you are willing to lose. Even if you lose 100% of that, it will not impact you. But these person are doing the borrowings. You have to repay the back. So once you have incurred a losses, you will be put in a debt track. You have borrowed money and then you have used all the money, so how you gonna repay that loan? So you should only do the minimal start. If you are starting the journey, you should start with a very minimal amount that you are willing to lose. Even whatever you are not generating anything from that, you should not impact anything. One more, Garima Bajpal, 80% of the ITR filed FNO losses. हो क्या रहा है? The social media platform also flooded with the queries from the investor on how the FNO will be the vending from the first generation over a massive sum. So, as you all know, on the 23rd of the July, the new budget for the 24 and 25 will be announced. So, one of the major amendment that is going to be proposed in the budget. Let me tell you, budget 22/7 will be released. So one of the major amendment that will be going to propose in that amendment on FNO. So FNO in if you generate any income from the FNO, there how you want to report in your ITR. ITR is income tax return. If you're generating any income, you need to pay a tax to the government. So firstly, now current scenario is that that FNO is you can classify it as PGBP income. Now in PGBP there are two types. One is speculative and there is non-speculative, that is actual business you are doing. So currently government is allowed to FNO to be reported as a non-speculative business. like if a person is doing an FNO, he can classify that as an, if he suppose he is also doing another business of garments trading, garment business, he is having a shop of the garment, and in the free time he is doing any FNO trading. So what is happening nowadays, so he is making income over from the garment shop, and he is losing money from this doing the FNO. This allow him, suppose this is 100 rupees and this is 20, so government is this is, he has lost 40, so government is allowed that you can set off this amount, and this net result will come in 60, and on this you have to pay a tax of 30%. Suppose it is 30%, so now you have to pay an 18 rupees of tax. Now what is proposed to be amended, that we will move this to the, we will not allow onwards to classify FNO as a non-speculative. We will only allow classify FNO as speculative. Speculative means that is not from your any skills or experience, but you are putting a bet on something. That betting, you know, lottery, and that is our speculative. So once it will be classified as speculative, if you make loss here, you will not allow to set off these. If you now make 40 loss, you will not allowed to set off these. So what will happen, if you're not allowed to set off, this will be waste, and you have to pay tax 100 on 30% rupees 30. So you can see there is a drastic increase from 18 to 30 in the tax amount. So this will demotivate many of these persons who are making money from one business, which has their second business, and investing their surplus in the second business, like it's not business but FNO market, and making the loss. So this will demotivate them from doing the FNO. But whether this will be a solution to a person to get abstain from the FNO market, it's not something. Like you can see, if you are addicted to something, addiction, no matter how it is expensive, like many people are addiction to the cigarettes and alcohol, so no matters how it is expensive or how costly it is for you, but they are going to still consume it. So similarly, if people FNO is a part of their interest, or they are willing to sacrifice something which will not affect them much in terms of the finance, so people are still going to do this. But the government is believing doing this will demotivate them to some extent. While sample while these were the few instances, the trend on the fluctuated. Okay. Due to the ongoing income tax filing season, it has been a matter of the concern for the past year, driving attention to the multiple regulation and the finance. This I have explained very well, that what is finance ministry, that is our Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am, is thinking to amend the FNO's income. The overall turnover for the FNO market in INR is 210 lakh crore in 17-18, but this doubled in 13-14 for 500 lakh crore. The significant area will be primarily towards real estate investors. So see, before COVID, we were doing around the trading of amount. Turnover means selling amount of the 210 lakh crore. But for this year, the turnover amount is 500 lakh crore. This is a very huge amount. INR 5 lakh crore. The revenue of the India's biggest company, Reliance Industry, for an year is 19,000 lakh crore, I guess. But this is not correct. But our retail investor, like common person like us, who invest their money from the salaried person or personal savings, these are the retail investors. So major participation is shown by the retail investor. Now the person with the bare minimal saving are also going towards the stock market due to the he get very fascinated, and the social media is showing them very lucrative returns which he able to get. So he get very fascinated to get into the swing, and what they are doing is withdrawing their money from the banks and depositing them into stock market. The retail and participation segment is surged to 40% in 2034 from the mere 2%. See, pre-COVID era, we were retail participation was only 2% or so. Now it is 40%, and we have double. So this is showing that how much to the influence the retail participation is increased. A study published by the security market regulator SEBI has shown that 9 out of the 10 individual traders were making losses in the F&O segment, with an average loss of INR 1 lakh during the as many 90% of the incurred average loss. So, where the participation of the retail investor is not good for them, the end result must result in the profitability. Then they are get motivated. But the research is saying that on an average, 9 out of 10, matlab only 1% is making profit and 9% are losing the money, with an average loss of 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh person is 90% of average losses. And the person who I'm thinking have only total 90% of liquid trader. The among most of the traders are 90% same. 9 out of the traders are still losing their money. The report also revealed that the sample top brokers, through which you are doing the investing, like Zerodha, Motilal Oswal, showed that 42.2 lakh unique individual traders in F&O market, out of which 88% traders constantly making. See, 90% of the traders are still making losses, and average loss is 1 lakh rupees per trader, 9 out of 10, and the participation has grown. So this will result a profit for 1% out of 9, and this is resulting profit for the stockbrokers. These persons, stockbrokers, are nothing but through platform via which you are getting invested. You have to either you are doing loss or profit, they still charge you brokerages. So these person are getting money whatever you are doing. So most profitable person from the, while comparing the investor to trader, the most profitable is brokers. Alarm in November, while launching the investor risk reduction access platform at BSE, the chairman Nadeep Shah cautioned that retail traders heavily betting on their design. She asked them to focus on the long-term perspective offered by them. See, the chairman of the SEBI is also saying that the people should focus on the long-term investing, not doing the trading. Why they are saying all? Because of the data they have collected from the stock brokers. During the media briefing about the board of meeting, much mentioned that the regulator have anticipated people borrowing money to place speculative bets in the derivative segment, expressing concern that household savings are derived into the risky. See, for the economic, it is a great concern, because the household saving amount, the person with the saving usually what they do is they invest that amount. Earlier it was believed to invest in the house, to get a house, but now household saving are moving towards the stock market, and 9 out of 10 people are losing it. So this will slow down the economic growth. Those stock market maybe get bullish or favorism from this, but for the economic income as compared to consumption and the capex, this will be a decrease. This trend has also attracted the attention of the RBI. On the June RBI, Shashikant Das speaking, it noted that the volume and derivatives are perhaps larger than the Indian nominal GDP. India's nominal GDP is around 3.5 trillion, but our collective market cap of the company is exceeding that the economy. He added that the early warning group in monitoring this trend with the SEBI and the RBI working together. Finance Minister Sitaraman has previously expressed their concern about the growing participation of the retail in this segment. She warned that unchecked retail trading in the future in the option market would possess a future challenge for the market and investor sentiment of how. So all these sectors, finance sector, RBI, all they are the very plays a very vital role for the economy, and they are showing their concern that if this situation continues, there may be great problem for the economy. In response to SEBI appointed on the expert working committee last month to address the issue to excess speculator driven by the high retail participation in the region. According to media, the committee has recommendation of raising a minimum lot size of a derivative unlike from 5 lakh to 20 lakh INR 30 lakh. It will also suggested the timely weekly option in a single expiry. So apart from the tax regime, what they are suggesting that you should increase the lot size. Like I have told you, the option and future and option allows you the margin money. If you have only rupees 100, you can invest up to the 1000, but there is a bare minimum amount that you have. Like you have 100 rupees, you cannot invest 100. So they are the minimum requirement is the 5 lakh for the future. Future is a very big lot size, but option is also doing with the option can be doing very minimal amount. So they are selling for the future. Currently the lot size can be purchased by the investor for the 5 lakh rupees. So they are suggesting to increase it to the 20 to 30 lakhs, so that the person with the only 5 to 10 lakh is not able to do the future things. He will be doing only the equity. So if we have 5 lakh rupees, so he will be 100% buying the 5 lakh. He will not getting the margin to buy the amount of 20 or 30 lakh. Additionally, the government is considering proposal to improve the higher income tax. I have already explained the higher income tax, which is able by trading a similar technologies, lotteries or cryptocurrency in them. Cryptocurrency is something else. Cryptocurrency is not government do not see the cryptocurrency as any asset. It is only similarly treated as like lottery, betting, gambling. So the tax rate is also flat on the cryptocurrency. It is 30% plus other, but the tax on the FNO, if you created them as a PGBP, it will depend on your slab rate. The current entire transaction is tax business according to slab rate, and if you are classifying the capital gain, it will be taxed according to the short term and the long term. In long term it is 10%, in short term it is 15%. The psychology behind the FNO addiction. Then for find out the CEO, the value research found that derivative trading is getting a large mass of people. He is correctly saying that derivating is ruining doing bad in the large mass of people. It's high income treat is gambling now. If you have money, if you are investing in a correct way, it is good. But if you have money but you do not have the expertise on where to invest, it is only can be said as gambling and speculating. Kumar is being popular online. One thing is certain, that this is an addiction. When one hears across the people borrowing huge amount of the trade and then losing it, he feels that they will be taking a gambling. Why again? One more instance we are giving that, like gambling things, people are addicted so much. So doing controlling the things with the taxes might not help the government, as it has become one of the addiction for the many people. They are borrowing money from the other family and friends and investing in the stock market without having the experience of that. So like people having the addiction of the any alcoholic drink, so whatever the price they are willing to pay, but they does not does not affect their habits and all. Derivative trading also no use economic or the business purposes. The money does not develop. Yes, this is something very good, that FNO market does not replace, because there is an expiry of FNO market, and every 3 months they get the in cash market, though it will be stay, the money will be stay for the long term, but in FNO market there is a monthly expiry or weekly expiry, and the money does not contribute to the any GDP or the capital markets. This is only FNO instrument was mainly for the large institution which have lot of money, so they need to hedge their positions. So basically it was meant for them, but now the retail participation has been increased from pre-COVID era it was only 2%, now it is in almost 40%, and we have also doubled the turnover in it. So these are the some factors that all the ministry, finance ministry, and the central bank are concerned. When the Kumar Bin has been vocal about the comparing FNO into the gambling, the media report suggested that the government may consider imposing a higher tax on the FNO by treating it similar to the cryptocurrency in the low rate. So there will be a flat tax rate of the 30%, irrespective what are you doing, and you are not allowed to set up your losses. Gen Z retail India are drawn to the FNO segment as quickly money opportunity. I have tried everything to make the money quick, and it's not addictive. I have bet on the cricket on the foreign platform and played fantasy losing around INR 5 to 6 lakh. Which is 27 COVID in Vesakunda Bumrah who has lost. So Gen Zs are the new kids of the era. They are also fascinated towards our stock market, and by obviously from the social media platform by surfing the internet. I can YouTube on the loading FNO film showing how YouTuber made a crores. I decided to give a shot to recover my loss. I traded Traveler for a year, made something initial gain, but eventually over the losses, I borrowed the money from the So he is also sharing his instance that he was influenced by a YouTube video that he was promoting the FNO, and he was initially everyone initially because we invest very minimal amount, you may get something, but if you do that without proper knowledge, you will eventually end by losing the money.